Yeah. Have you used the app that should not be named? I use
Um,
it all the time, I'm telling you. I use the app that should not be named, and there is a hair product in the app that should not be named that I'm using my discretionary funds.
mhm,
I might
mhm,
buy it. I'm addicted to buying these little pop-up things. Like when I'm playing a video game, if I'm trying to get to a certain point in the
mhm.
video game, then it'll be a pop-up. You can get 5,000 coins, Burl, and get past this point. Oh, it's so hard.
That's
It's
how
only
they get
99
you.
cents.
See? That's how they
It's
get
only
you.
99 cents.
99 cents at a time.
Oh, well. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're gonna go over some tutoring resources.
Oh, yes, tutoring resources. I have Curio XR and I have a special library VR champion
All
in
right.
this episode today.
Okay.
All right,
You ready?
let's get started.
You got my questions and you don't want to guess. I got a recommendations and that I can suggest. Yes, this library questions are a part of the quest. Here's Burl and Laura with instruction request.
Hey, Ospreys. My name is Lauren Odom, and I'm the Instruction Librarian.
And I'm Beryl White-Bing. I am the Virtual Learning Librarian at the Thomas G. Carpenter Library at UNF.
And we are
Instruction
Requests,
request
where we talk about common research questions, helpful resources.
and immersive technology located in the Thomas G. Carpenter Library.
All right.
Okay.
So, um, we have a few resources on tutoring. Tutoring is its own support service here at the UNF campus, but we do have some supplemental materials that can help students that are looking for a little bit extra if they want to come into the library to see what we have.
We also have the tutoring offices that come into the library when their uh, place is closed. We do have a schedule of tutoring resources, tutoring services that come into the library, and they're either in the Purdue area on the second floor in the math room and other areas around the library.
Yes, so just to clarify, the Purdue area is located on the first floor of the library. When you enter and you go straight back, there's a whole area of tutoring. And if you go to the library calendar on the UNF library website, you can see which days and times, which subjects are available for tutoring.
That's important to
Very
tell
important.
faculty, staff, students, and the community. Anything that you need to find as far as resources is concerned, you need to go to the library's calendar on the library's website.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to go over the research question of the day.
Oh, okay. What is
Yeah.
it?
So it's actually not a research question, but it's one of those common questions that I've been seeing coming through the chat recently.
Okay.
And people have been asking, how can I book a study room? Can I book a study room to take a test by myself? And different variations of the same question about study rooms. And I know that we are beginning to create a space for some of the proctored exams, especially since there's that civic literacy exam requirement to graduate in the state of Florida. And so people are needing spaces to take proctored exams, whether they do it in a group or they do it individually. And so you can reserve a study room by going to the UNF Library website. If you scroll down under quick links, there's an icon that says reserve spaces. And there you can reserve a study room. Study rooms are available on the first, second, and third floors. There is a 3-hour time limit to reserve those rooms. You can book a room up to 3 days a week, and you can book a room up to 1 week in advance.
I would like to say I saw that question come through and I started to jump into the conversation, but I didn't want to overstep anybody. But I think a perfect place for someone who is doing a proctored exam and needed a private place to take a test is the recording studio.
That's actually a really good idea.
I mean, there is
It's
an iMac
quiet.
computer in there.
Yeah.
They can log in and take the test. The recording studio is quiet.
It's mostly covered because people have been asking, "Can I cover the windows?" And that's not an option, unfortunately, in our study rooms, but it's pretty closed in the recording
Yeah, the
studio
recording studio can be as dark or as light as you want it to be.
and
Very
mostly soundproof.
and it is a soundproof room.
Yeah,
And that's a perfect place.
that is a
So,
perfect
and you can book a space in the study room, I mean, in the recording studio, just like you would a study room in the library. You simply go to the library's website, scroll down to the bottom where it says reserve a space, and the recording studio is a space that you can reserve up to 2 hours, but you can also extend that if you needed it to go longer
It's an
just
excellent
by
idea.
talking to me.
There you go.
See how accommodating I am?
Stop by the VLC and talk to the VR
Stop by the
librarian.
VLC and ask me. Oh, I like that. Stop by the VLC and ask me. On the 3rd floor. Barely. But anyway, I'm a rap star.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about
Stop
what's
by the
happening.
VLC and ask me.
Send
Barely.
help.
In the VLC.
So let's talk about what's happening in instruction.
Okay, go ahead.
So now that we're into summer, we do have some orientation tours coming up.
We do have orientation tours coming up. These will be high schoolers and their parents coming to take a tour of the library. The student engagement librarian has a whole schedule that we need to sign up for
Yes.
so that we can help give tours to students. We also have a transfer that's coming
Yes.
up.
I'm
So
excited about that.
yeah, I'm excited about that too, because this is the first time that we've been invited to participate. So I think that's going to be, I think those are self-guided tours.
Yes.
But if any of you are transfer students or any of our partner institutions watching, if you know of any transfer students who plan to come to UNF, have them look on our library calendar. I'll put it on the Lift LibGuide, the date of the transfer, and encourage them to come by the library and meet the librarians and tour the library all 4 floors.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Things have slowed down a little bit, but you are always welcome to schedule a research consultation if you need support from a librarian.
That's true. We're never closed. We're open 52 weeks out the year. Well, maybe not 52.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. We're open as long as the college is open. We are open and available for research consultations. Now, during the summer, we won't be doing evening research consultations. But so it will only be during the day during the summer. Most classes are online.
Right.
So we're still doing face-to-face consultations,
Yes.
but not evening. We're not doing evening consultations during the summer. They'll start back up in the fall. We'll also start back up open office hours in the fall. We're
Yes.
not doing open office hours during the summer, but in the fall, at least I plan to continue doing open office hours.
There you go. And if you do need support during the evenings, we do still have the 24/7 library chat available where you can go in and connect with a global cooperative of librarians for support. If it's something that's just a little bit too involved for them or something that is UNF specific, they'll create a ticket and we will follow up with you, the next business day. So,
Yes. And pop-up library instruction will continue in the fall. We're not doing it this summer. A lot of
yes.
us are traveling, so we thought we would just table that until the fall.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about tutoring resources.
Tutoring resources. I'm excited to tell y'all
Right.
about the VR tutoring.
So, yeah, yours is like so fun,
I know.
but business first, I suppose. So, I wanna talk about a database that we actually have called Sage Skills, and Andy, if you'll put that slide up, thank you. We actually have a whole family of Sage databases for different things, but the one that I wanna point out today is called Sage Skills, and so if you go on the library website at unf.edu/library, you click on the database list link next to the OneSearch search bar, and you simply click the S in the alphabet, okay? If you scroll down, you can click the Sage Skills option. And when you open it up, this is going to be that landing page. And you can go to the business skills side to see what's available. There are some things on entrepreneurship and that kind of thing. But we're going to go into student success. And these are some of the modules that you can browse through. And once you pick one, and so for example's sake, I chose academic integrity and referencing. I'm sorry, I chose academic writing. These are some of the skills that fall underneath the academic writing umbrella that you can find information on. And each of the modules is like, it's a very short section with a very brief read. Sometimes it has like a mini quiz and suggested reading if you wanted more information on each one of them. And at the bottom of every page, there is this not sure where to start. You can do your own self assessment thing to get more information or figure out where your weaknesses are to determine which of the skills maybe you want to explore first. So please go into Sage Skills and take the modules. They're very short, they're to the point, they're concise, and you can help strengthen your skills in different areas.
I probably need to do that myself
Yeah.
to strengthen my writing skills because I think that's one of my goals this year is to. I know we have a writing group on campus, but sometimes you feel intimidated about going into groups or studying with people who already know how to write,
Mhm.
and then you are just starting out. So, I want to submit a couple articles. I might
Yes.
go through the Sage Skills writing program myself.
That would be a great place to
Yeah,
start.
I think so.
Yeah, and you made a strong point. Here you go. You made a strong point about um, being intimidated sometimes when
Yeah,
you're not strong in a particular area. And when you're surrounded by people who are strong in that area, sometimes it's not as easy to seek help in that way. That's what the library is here for. That's what librarians are here for, to help you point you in those directions. But you don't get good until you're bad first.
that's true. That's true.
Unless you are just kind of like a prodigy, which is a thing. It happens. Sometimes you're good at things you don't know, but it's okay to not be great at first and develop the skill. So
That's true. That's absolutely true because many times things are scary and you feel like, oh no, everybody else is good at that except me.
it's not true.
But then when you get into it, you realize that, you have skills as well.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
there you go. And that's my goal this year.
All right.
To find out what I'm good at that I don't know about. But anyway, I want to talk about Curio XR. So Andy, if you would put that up. Okay, Curio XR. Curio XR is a virtual reality app that's offered by Meta. The Curio company is based in Gainesville, Florida, and they provide they're a grant funded organization, and their goal is to create an immersive app for students to use um, for tutoring purposes or for self learning. They have everything in here from, how you use this? They have for learners, they have all types of things from frog dissections,
Oh,
a
wow.
heart tour, geometry. There's even physics information in here. I had a professor ask me about fluid mechanics.
Mm.
They have a couple of fluid mechanics models and sim viewers in here. They have all types of tools when you're talking about writing. They have drawing tools, geometric objects. They have an interactive whiteboard. And they want to work with researchers. So if you are a person who is interested in using VR in your classes, but you can't find anything or everything out there is expensive, you can contact Curio XR. They're right in Gainesville, and they have a representative actually here in Jacksonville. Actually, he said his wife works here, so we have a connection with the Curio XR representative. He'll be happy to get with you. Many colleges and universities have worked with them to create individualized programs for themselves or for their students. Um, Also included in this is an AI-powered study buddy. They call him Watson.
Watson.
And you can ask Watson questions. I did a playthrough, but it was kind of long. I didn't want to add it to the podcast because we have our VR champion video. So I didn't want to add the video, but Watson is a part of Curio XR, and he's an AI-powered study buddy. You can ask him anything you want, how to get around in the app, questions about what you're studying, anything like that. So this is a really good app. And now we're ready for our library VR champion. Her name is Dr. Carrie Andriani. She is the Assistant Director of Student Academic Success Services. And now we'll have the video of Carrie. Okay, I'm here with Carrie Andriani, who is, I'll let you introduce yourself, Carrie.
Yes, my name is Carrie Andriani. I am the Assistant Director here at Student Academic Success Services, also known as SAS, here at UNF.
Very good. Now, Carrie is our library VR champion for this episode. Carrie, tell me how you became interested in using immersive technology and how you might use it here at SAS.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're always looking for innovative ways to help students learn and understand material better and faster. And in a changing world with technology and AI and everything, VR just brings that material to life for them. It helps them with the hands-on that they need in some of these majors. And so we deal a lot with the STEM students. So anatomy and physiology, we referred students over there to use the Curio that you did a demo with us on.
Yes.
And we've brought our tutors over. So when students come in for tutoring and they just need more practice with it, we can refer them over to the VR lab.
That is so excellent. And we're getting new MetaQuest 3s. So I'm hoping to push Curio XR a lot. And I'm featuring Curio XR in this episode.
Wonderful.
Okay, so tell me how you're planning to use VR at UNF in your work here.
Yeah. So, like I said, with tutoring, now that you just said the MetaQuest 3s, we would love for you to bring some over into the tutoring space, and we could use them over here. But yeah, virtual study sessions would be great, and maybe even organizing a study session in the VR lab. If they are learning about the digestive system or they're learning about certain body parts, having the tutor or even SI leaders go through it. If you've ever done your audience ever done the VR, the anatomy and physiology one, it's just fantastic. You get to pull bones off and pull muscles apart, and it really is an interactive way of learning. So yeah, we would love to host sessions over there or have you guys come over to us. Anything we can do to incorporate it.
That would be great. And I think that kind of went into your future plans for using VR in your work here.
Yeah.
So tell me how you view the VLC's importance here at UNF. I know they just announced they're going to have an eSport arena over in the Student Center, and they already have a gaming center, and we have the VLC. But what stands the VLC apart from all of the other technology areas for students to use?
Yeah, well, it all goes hand in hand if you think about it. Everything, even the initiatives where we want all students to get hands-on experience before they graduate, well, they need to practice that easily with VR. I mean, it's something that they can do at all hours. They can just, they don't have to go to a clinic site, or they don't have to go, to an employer in the community. They can just go right here in UNF at the library and sign up in the VR lab. And it looks real, like it is real, lab work, or if they're doing chemistry, if they're doing, like I said, anatomy, if they're doing engineering, they can practice there in the VR lab. I think it's really such an exciting learning tool, along with how we're going to incorporate other technology like AI, and that it's just and like you said, the esports, it's just the way the university is going. It's an important part of the university.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thank you for being our library VR champion.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Carrie. Carrie's great.
She is
It's
fantastic.
been wonderful partnering with
I'm
them
hoping
for
to do
pulling.
that again next year, to have her assistants come over, her tutors to come over and go into Curio and discover, because they have a lot of new things that they add all the time into Curio, especially when professors contact them about creating new things. So I'm hoping to have her tutors come over again in the fall, and maybe before the fall, and also to invite some of the writing tutors, maybe some of the math tutors to come use it,
Yeah.
because there's a scientific calculator in the app. It's all types of, they have calculus in there, they have algebra, all types of worksheets, and there's a board, and it's a multiplayer kind of thing. So as many people who are in a headset can join the room
They can be in the same room.
and be in the
Nice.
same room. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get more people to use the app, and I'm going to push it this year.
All right. Exciting stuff.
Plus, we're getting 28 MetaQuest 3s.
Yes. Upgrades.
We have them, but we're not going to install them until July. So I'm hoping to be able to have classroom sets where people can come to the VLC and as a class and use it all the same headset. Because right now we're constrained by only 16.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get 28 headsets, we can do a classroom full,
Okay.
which is great.
Exciting things are coming to the
VR,
VLC.
XR is the thing.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that's wonderful. So what are we talking about next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about writing resources in the library and in VR.
And in
People don't
VR.
think about writing when they're thinking about VR.
There really are no limitations in VR.
You really can write in Curio.
See?
That's amazing.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Instruction Request. Remember that if you have any questions, you can schedule a research consultation, or you can always schedule an instruction request.